Premier League to start in the UAE, starting on the 19th of September, and the first match is between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians, as everybody knows now. But I thought I'll just let you know about the venues. There are 3 venues this time. The venues are Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. The first match is going to be played in Abu Dhabi, and then of course Dubai and Sharjah, the other venue. Sharjah, everybody knows, there's a strong and long history behind cricket matches in Sharjah. Abu Dhabi and Dubai are newer venues, but as time has passed, perhaps they become the more important venues. Dubai, so 24 matches are going to be played there, including 4 in the afternoon. So 4 afternoon games are going to be played there. Those are the days when there are double headers. Pitches support both bowlers and batsmen. Generally, by and large, in the UAE, the pitches also help spinners. So the average or the par score in Dubai seems to be is 150 to 155. There have been 62 T20Is played there at this venue, so there's enough data to support this contention that the average score is 150, 155. Now these are things that Abu Dhabi, perhaps now emerging as the biggest venue in the UAE. The Sheikh Zayed Stadium, 20 IPL matches have already been played there in 2014. That's when first half of the IPL was played in the Gulf. 45 T20s have been played there also in this venue, and the first match, as I mentioned, is going to be played also in Abu Dhabi. And the par score there seems to be 138 or 140, around that much. So it's again a pitch it looks like it's a pitch on the slower side. Spinners will come into play. Batting, stroke play may not be so easy. Sharjah, 12 league stage games will be played here. So it shows the diminishing importance of Sharjah in the kind of matrix of cricket in the Gulf. Abu Dhabi and Dubai are getting the knockout matches and the bigger games, so to speak. The venue, Sharjah Cricket Stadium, has hosted 14 T20 games. The highest successful T20 run chase there has been 140. Only one afternoon game to be played in Sharjah, and the average score is also around the mid 130s, 135, 138, 140. I'm just giving, these are indicative figures. As yet, we don't know how the pitches will behave in this tournament, because remember, a lot of the thinking behind T20 matches is being kind of to engage audiences, that it should play well for the batsmen. There should be the big hits. Without the big hits, that the fan engagement gets down or the excitement goes down. I'm not completely in agreement with that. We've seen some great matches when the bowlers are in top form. So ideally, you want pitches that will support both batsmen and bowlers. Not always easy to achieve, but I would say overall, if you look at all the matches being played in the Gulf, if the par score becomes 150 to 160, not 200 plus, which means it's very, very heavily in favor of the batsman, and not, some of the matches we've seen in the Caribbean Premier League where teams are struggling to reach 100. That also, while you want bowlers to be in the thick of it and enjoying success, you don't want it to be that one-sided either. So I would say 155, 160, 165. Say 155 to 170 is a good band of team scores for the matches to be exciting, and for batting and bowling to have equal say in how the matches pan out.